All right, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Let me start sharing this feed. Share the feed as it launches, so that we are all in the same on the same channel. Again, please share the feed. Copy link. One more share on Twitter. Now I give myself permission. Let's go. Oh boy. Worst vlogger ever. No, I'm sure there's worse. There's ones who don't keep going, or at least like think about it. I'm at least thinking about going. Some don't even think about it. They launch and leave it. Well, here it is. Hello there, everybody. Welcome to the Walk and Talk webinar. Today, I'm door knocking $1 million neighborhood. I have to finish off a quick neighborhood from last night where I generated 3 bona fide listing leads. I mean, we're talking like, I don't just throw out that word lightly. These are leads. I can call my leads a lead. And I'm willing to go into an argument by definition of a lead. And I've actually created a flow chart that shows the definition of a lead versus whatever else you want to call it, right? That's the problem with this day and age. It's like the definition of a lead for you is somebody who's curious about real estate. Everybody's curious about real estate. Human nature to want to know about shelter. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do about the market? What are you doing about the market? So today I'm gonna talk to you guys about what I'm doing about the market. I'm doing what works. What are you doing? Not what you think or what you've been told works, but what works. And there is a difference. Don't confuse. Don't be confused by what the gurus say. There's a huge difference between a lead and an inquiry. And what you guys are, I say you guys, but hopefully by watching me, you're thinking in your head, not me, you're not talking about me, you're talking about everyone else. So I'm going to say agents. The real estate agents. Particularly millennial real estate agents. Careful what you say, James. You might melt the snowflakes. No, but seriously. You have seen and been victim of a great era that has now deteriorated. There have been improvements and modifications made to technologies that made solicitation easier, and the ability to acquire an inquiry through internet marketing. And these we'll call them lead dealers, lead pimps and dealers, lead dealers and pimps. They've given you the green light to call everything a lead, and I think it's bad information. It's misinformation. It's not a good idea to call an internet inquiry a lead. That's just a bad idea. Is that where I want to go? That's where I want to go. Let's see if I can work on this main drag here, because I want to hit this. I want to hit this city hard, man. I want to hit this city hard. These lead dealers who give you permission to go out and fool yourself because they are, in fact, the providers of this content. Oh, you know what? I can probably park right here and nobody can stop me. Doesn't look like there's no stopping here. Park right here. Everybody will see my car. Everybody will see my car. I think. That's a great parking spot. Okay, so what I want to do is share with you my knowledge through platforms like Facebook and YouTube and Instagram and podcasting to kind of introduce you to what I know to be, since '93, the real work. And how we got here. And since this is going to be a terribly long prospecting session, doorknocking and such, you're going to be on the road with me, learning. This is a listen and learn. Take notes. Take good notes. Get some business cards. Yesterday people were like, "You got a card?" I'm embarrassed when I pull out my wallet and I don't have one. So do me a favor, ladies and gentlemen, every once in a while, do me a favor, tweet it out, share it. I don't know why I have such a hard time getting my tribe to share it. I know maybe you're worried. I'm worried that someone... Don't worry about your competition finding out about this stuff. They ain't going to do it anyhow. No one's going to do it. You're on your own. Make sure that this doesn't affect feed. I've had issues in the past. Hello? Hey, what's happening? What? Turkey? Man, I'm out door knocking. I ain't even thinking about turkey right now. Yeah, I know. No worries, man. You're the man. You do your thing. Yeah, I'll just be door knocking till the sun sets. Yeah, I'm in Yorba Linda in front of the fire station on San Antonio. Are you gonna? Not really. Why? What's up? Oh man, I appreciate that, but like I said, I got a one-track mind, lead generation. You don't have to. You can always keep trying hard, but you don't have to worry about me. I had my old escrow gal the other day, and then another gal, like two escrows, keep calling me and hounding me that I've dealt with in the past, and I'm like, no, I got people. Yeah, look. Yeah, I'll be out all day, but again, I'm a lone soldier. I don't know. As fun as it would be to bring you, it would be very intimidating to go to the door with two grown-ass men. It's an impression. Yeah. Mhm. Uh-huh. I appreciate the offer. Have a great day, man. Go kick some ass. All right, take care. Bye. Oh, hi. I'm James, Century 21. Hey, I was just wondering if you're thinking of selling your house. All right. Well, thank you. You have a great day. Take care. I'll take you with me. It might help. Go. Bye. Have a good day. I love when the dog comes out, jumps on me, and they think it's fucking okay. I guess that's what I get. James, you asked for it, knocking on the damn door. You knock on that door, wait for the dog. I'm gonna listen to some audio. I gotta fix this strap. I do not like this bag. It's a little too short, and I don't like the strap. It looks very tacky. We gotta go, man. OPP. I want to say other people's OPP. Other people's preference. Hey, I'm James, Century 21. Just wondering if you guys are thinking of selling the house. Nope. Have a good day. Take care. I think I woke that dude up. Yeah, teenagers. Let's go, man. Let's go. I'm feeling it now. I'm feeling one fucking person, really? What? Why is there one fucking person in my room? You are, by the way, you are the most special person. Alright, so don't go thinking that, like, I don't think that your presence is awesome. What blows me away is one effing person. Really? Where is your two people? How is my feed? Like, Gary Vaynerchuk, Grant Cardone, Tom Ferry, they go live. And they get 1,000 people, 2,000 people, 5,000 people. I can't even get it. And they're just blowing smoke. They're just blowing smoke. Hey, everybody, I'm live. Grab a pack of gum. Let me show you how to chew it. Insert the gum in your mouth. If you want to learn how to blow a bubble, go to my website. It's like, what? And then here I am showing you guys how to do it. I'm trying to bring practicality to this space because we need it. But it starts and stops with you guys. For all of you guys who know somebody who needs this content, share it. Do not worry about your competition finding me. They can't do it. Okay? You know what you want? You want your competition to find this. That you're like, let's go. You want to run? It's a lot more fun to run with a friend. So say hello when you come in. I have a cold weather. I've got cold weather and endurance and propaganda to last for hours. This is going to be the longest walk and talk webinar that I've ever performed. And I'm going to go into some special subjects. But first, I want to introduce myself. Welcome to the feed. My name is James Festini. I'm a Southern California real estate agent, and since 1993, I've been selling houses. I started off with my parents. I was with them for about 6 months before I broke away and moved to a whole nother area. And that was my first start. Within 6 months of my first start, I moved to a whole new location. And I built up, in my first month of breaking away, I had 13 listings. I didn't list them in the first month. It was probably like about 6 months. But I do remember my listing board. And in 1993, 1994, I was already doing it, right? Creating a number one status. Then what happened? I got married. I moved to another territory. Hi, I'm James, Century 21. Just wondering if you guys are thinking of selling your house.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, thank you for your time.
All right.
You have a good day. So in 1996? Oh, no. 1994, 1995. When did I marry that whore? My second whore. When did I marry that? Was it 1993? Was it 92? No, 93 I got my license. So yeah, I must have married in 93 to that whore. That broke my heart. So in 1993, I moved. Second round of moving. And I moved to LA. And then I moved again. And then I moved again. Then I got divorced. Then I moved again. And in 1999, I divorced. So from 1993 to 2000, I was a productive agent, and I had moved 4 times. And when you move, you have to reinvent yourself each time. You know, every time you move, you have to reinvent yourself. You have to, do business cards, but let me tell you from the beginning, from 1993 forward, it was pure telemarketing. Purely telemarketing. There was no Mojo. There was no automated dialers. It was just me. Just me. Single agent. I had a wife, but she didn't do anything. See a pattern? So I had a wife, didn't do anything. Then I went in and got divorced, moved again. And then I met the wife I have now. We have moved a total of maybe 15 times. If I counted it, like physically moving an office location, it's got to be, it was 10 times in like 2 years. When you're young, you can travel a lot, you move a lot. It wasn't like I was evicted or it's just a lot, It's a lot of moving. So what happened? When I moved and kept reinventing myself, in 2003, I bought a house. Believe it or not, I had owned a house a long time ago, but her parents helped me. Not my parents, her parents helped me buy a house in my second marriage. But in 1999, when I got divorced, Nicole and I moved around a lot, and then we became, we got a house together. We bought a house. And when I bought a house, that's when I became an agent. We had a baby and I bought a house. That combination right there was very different dynamic. Now I was an adult. Now I was in a battle to become the most recognized brand in my business. I had a child. I had to grow up. And in that reinvention, I also became a brand. And from 2003 to 2016, I was the number one agent in the city of 80,000, say 100,000. In a territory of 100,000, I was the most recognized name in real estate. 2003, 4, 5, 6, 7, biggest years ever. I mean, we're talking $400,000, $500,000. Just me, and Nicole would do stuff. But it was really just me. And it was just cold calling. Just cold calling, just by phone. $500,000 in income. By telemarketing. Yeah, don't believe me? Why would I lie? Anyhow, but you can validate this whenever you want. So I come in here into 2007, the market takes a tank. I become an REO game player. Not because I got lucky. Well, I did get lucky. I took a couple of courses on foreclosures and landed a couple of accounts. And by the end of 2007, I was rolling in like 30 to 50 listings, all foreclosures, all REOs. And then so a majority of my business was REO business, where the bank would say, hey, here's a listing, and I would go hustle it. And then I think 90% of my business was that, 80% of my business was that, and 20% of my business was short sales.
Or 0% of my business was traditional sale. No one was selling. But it was short sales, right? People who were about to lose their house stopped making payments, and they said, James, I need help. Help me out. And I would help them sell their house. But again, it was really primarily foreclosures. So I dealt with a lot of investors, dealing with the bank, and I had to hire 2 people. First, my thing about the team, it's the first time I had a team, but it wasn't a team of real estate agents who were, it wasn't a team of real estate agents who were buyer's agents or nothing. It was literally like accountants to keep my balances in check, checks and balances. So what happened? I had to become an REO agent. And then in 2012, I hit rock bottom. I had, $50,000 floating in limbo, but I couldn't pay my own damn bills because the bank had all my money. Literally, like the foreclosures cost me more money every month to maintain and get paid back than I could earn. So when you talk about like the foreclosure kings, there's no royalty in that. There's no glamour in that. And become the REO king. So that's why by 14, 15, when finally the whole crowd started figuring out REOs by like 2000, I was already rolling REOs by '08. I had already had accounts. Bank of America, Aquin, Countrywide, Nation Star. I had a couple big accounts, right? And I was the REO guy, right? I had all sorts of REOs. I wish I had done it over here. My biggest mistake in the real estate business ever was moving. Biggest mistake ever, moving. I should have never left this town. Had I put all of my energy into this business, well, first of all, I probably wouldn't have been in the real estate business anymore because it would have killed me, right? I wouldn't have been able to survive. It would have been, I didn't learn. You know what I mean? I didn't learn. But when you have a kid, it changes everything. When you have children, it changes everything. Right? Having children changes everything. There's humility, I had to work my butt off. And then 2012, bottom, I said, you know what? I ain't doing this another minute, not another day, not another minute. I need to take immediate action on my business. And here I was, like, you could see some of the videos, like my first 2 or 3 videos, you'll see my first YouTube video was at the bottom. Like I was saying there, hi, my name is James and I'm a real estate sales trainer and coach. Like those first 4 videos, that was the fucking bottom of my life. I actually got so frustrated with real estate that I left the business. I was overweight by like, I would say it was at least 80 pounds. I mean, right now I'm probably about 50 pounds over my desired weight, but there was like 80 pounds overweight, right? But like at my 50 pounds overweight right now, I'm still strong and like, in my opinion, healthy, just not slim. Anyhow, the first thing I did when I said enough is enough and I can't take anymore was I started door knocking. And on that first door, the first door knock session, it was probably maybe 20 doors before a man opened up the door. I'll never forget it. Armando Perez on Orlando. And he was in his underwear and he was holding a poodle. Second house in I'll never forget it. It was the moment that changed everything. He opened up the door. I said, I'm James. He goes, actually, I'm giving my house back to the bank. And I said, well, would you consider a short sale? He said, well, what's that all about? Boom, listing. The very next morning, I got a listing from door knocking. I was like, game over, Festini. We are taking this bitch by the tail, and we're never giving up. I'm back. Right? And so I started doing the content, documenting from the bottom. I wasn't as transparent back then. I could show you my tax returns and they look good, but if I showed you like how much it cost me, I think I lost so much money on that REO thing. Handing back all my toys, selling my toys, stripping down. I mean, there was a point where we were down to one car. We had the one Hummer for almost a year just to survive. Holy fuck. And boom, short sale, boom. Another short sale. Before that, I was just massive short sales. Right at the same time, the REOs started drying up at 2013, 2012, 2013. Screeching halt on the REOs. You know, by then, real estate agents caught on to that REO game, and they were thinking to themselves, they want to do it. So you were having like all these seminars and webinars. Again, a very different market, because 10 years prior, there was no such thing as like entrepreneur and jumping on the band. There were no bandwagons at the scale that there are now. You know what I mean? The word gets out, and the real estate agents are like, boom, I need to be an REO master. And so there were seminars and webinars.
Hello.
Hey, I'm James, Century 21. Oh, yeah, my son plays for you guys. Just wondering if you guys are thinking of selling the house at all.
No.
All right, well, thank you for your time. You have a great day.
Thank you.
I'm out of breath because I'm hiking up a hill. Today's going to be the day, man. We're going to get a listing today. It's going to be $1 million listing from Doorknocking. How's that sound? And only 2 of you will be here, unless you guys can share. Can I ask you guys to start sharing? Yeah, so I'm telling you the story of like the rise and the fall and the rise. I became a door knocker. I was heavily door knocking. REOs dried up. And then in 2016, I made the biggest decision in my life. And that was to leave that community that I had been in since 2003 to 2016, 13 years of my life. I invested. I was the #1 agent. Everybody knew me. Who walks away from that? Who does that? Like, I could have seriously run for office and got voted in, and then on my after my election, I would have been like, guys, I've never voted in my life. I don't vote. And people are like, ugh, you're fucking ignorant. Like, I just don't vote. I also don't go to church. You're going to judge me on that? I don't. Not that I don't care, but I'm going to go ahead and trust. I'm going to go ahead and trust you guys. I can't choose on my afterlife. How am I supposed to choose on my current life? Just don't have the brain power or the patience to understand politics. And I'm not going to agree 100% with everybody. I will admit, though, I did vote once. Love me or hate me, the first time I ever voted was for Donald Trump. And, like, you're like, well, I'll tell you what. Here's the sad part about forcing someone like me to vote. I did it just on that I like Trump. And I was a fan of The Apprentice. How about that? How you like that? So which would you prefer? Would you rather me not vote? Or would you rather me vote on a popularity contest? So careful what you wish for, Mr. Patriot. I serve my country, but it don't mean I need to go into the ballot box. And when you hear that story, you're like, oh, I guess there's certain people you don't want voting. All right? It's done. Sorry. That's funny, though. It's like, it's so almost like sacrilegious in this country to say you don't. Oh my God, you're gonna burn in democracy. I don't even know what that means. Ooh, smells like poop here. So moving on. Do me a favor, guys. Share. Ryan, share. So here's the game plan for you guys to share my content. I'm gonna ask you to join in. I want you I'm asking you, I'm begging you to go into your Facebook page and create a list. You should have created lists from the beginning, by the way. And if you don't have many followers, then it shouldn't be too hard. I'm almost at that 5,000 mark where I don't have to keep accepting friends that I don't know anyhow. But if you create a page, if you create a, if you go in and you create, if you go in and you create lists, you should create a list called realtors. You should create a list called realtors. Your town, or SOI list, I don't think, but create a list called SOI. And a talker. Can you learn to generate leads? That's what I'm doing. That's all I do. That's all I do. Can you? Let's get videos of it. And I'm gonna be creating content. I'm gonna be door knocking all day today. I want to give you guys value and knowledge, but I want you guys every couple of hours, every hour or so, to help me grow. I'm pretty sick and tired of not having more people listening. It's like, it must have been like, I always relate to Jesus. I feel like I'm doing God's work. But seriously, to have the truth, to know truth, and not be able to share truth, this is possible. You know, could you imagine if like my hands cured cancer? How important to be patient in the world, and how frustrating it would be not to be able to, because my word can't get out fast enough. I mean, let's talk about what would Jesus do? What would Jesus do if he came back right now? And it wasn't with like hellfire and brimstone, chariots and golden trumpets, but let's just say he came back with hellfire and brimstone, chariots and trumpets. Let's say he came down and it was in the middle of, I don't know, Iran or something. Came out of the trumpets. All right, there would be the event. It'd be all over the media. And then he'd come down and then, you know, I don't know, we'd probably go to war, right? There'd be a war. We couldn't handle that. But let's just say he came down without the hellfire and brimstone, the trumpets. And he came back and he was like healing. Heals the dead, walks around, and everybody loves him. Yeah, hey guys, I've risen. Here I am. I'm Jesus. Yep, here it is. You know, 99 out of 100 people would be like, no, he's not. No, he's not. Just how we are. So what would Jesus do? He'd have to start a YouTube channel. I mean, be real about it. What if Jesus came back? What would that mean? Would that mean we all quit our jobs? I mean, what sort of like utopia would be delivered on us? Would we suddenly have like, I don't know, employment rate? Would we have buildings? Yeah, if we're still alive in the physical presence, or would we all just die? Let's just say we're all in the physical presence. What would he do? What would he do? He would have to create a YouTube channel. He'd have to create a website. He'd have to have click pages, landing pages. I mean, seriously. Seriously, a joke. What would Jesus do? He'd have a podcast. He'd get the word out, and then what? How many subs would he have? It's sad to say. Would he be bigger than PewDiePie? I don't know. Like, every Christian would subscribe to his channel and listen to him talk, and then what? They go back to work. Like, oh, what's Jesus doing? Boom. Oh, Jesus live on Facebook. Let's go. You watching Jesus. Guys, don't hurt each other. Thou shalt be good people. Thou shalt not spam. Thou shalt not create false advertising. Remember this? What would Jesus do? What would Jesus do in today's era? He came back. Some say he's already been back. All right, well, either way, he'd have a tough time getting his brand. I mean, what would he do? He would have a channel. Life would go on. Unless it's the end, then we wouldn't be in the physical world. Would he end pain and suffering? I don't think so. Unless he ended desire, he would not end pain and suffering. Game over. And that's all there is to it. If Jesus came back in 2019 and he wasn't capable of ending desire, it would be over. Because people would still want. Good morning. Hey, I'm James with Century 21. Just wondering if you guys were thinking of selling your house.
No, we're gonna live here forever.
I don't blame you. It's a good neighborhood.
Thanks.
And thanks for your time. You have a great day. So, like I said, it would be like what, playing with this, it would be an uphill battle. And if he didn't end desire, then we would have other people who would have, and there would be people who have not. Can I get a thumbs up on this play, on this thought process here, this flow? I'm playing with this thought. What would happen? He'd be a YouTuber, really? To try to spread the word? I mean, because there are miracles now, if you want to call them miracles. There are people. There's this guy I saw the other day, a special, where he was able to heal thought. And he's not in robes, and he's not asking for money, and he's not doing this. He just somehow has this ability. He's just some white dude. Look him up. He's just some white dude. And he would see people, and they would describe the symptom, and then he would close his eyes or something. I don't know. It was like he was. See what I mean? Even if Jesus was back, we would paraphrase the story. Let's just say he was Jesus. I saw the video, but I'm still door knocking. Would Jesus change? Like, if he came back and proved it, and like he's like, here's how it is. Don't worry about it. This is how heaven is. Just live your life, love one another. Da, da, da. Would that change? I mean, if Jesus and Satan came back, and the MMA, if Dana White put the fight on, the Ultimate Fighting Championship, Jesus versus Satan, biggest event ever, and then what? Say Jesus wins. What does that mean? What would that mean? What would that mean? So why am I going into this? Because I want you guys to have faith and confidence in yourself, regardless of the current situation, current crisis, the afterlife. Even if a savior of our planet came, it will not change. If the aliens invaded today, right? Aliens came from another planet, came down and landed today, I would be glued to the TV for a couple of hours, and then at 9 a.m. tomorrow morning, I'd be like, boom, life would go on. Nothing shocking. Or was it shocking? Nothing shocking. What does it matter? You would still be, be the best you that you can be, and do it often. Be good to people. Do not give up on your dream. and do not pump the brakes. I don't want you to be fooled. And so here I am with this truth that I want to share. I have a truth, and it's an uphill battle to share it. You know, it's an uphill battle to share this truth because there are people who are more popular. But to come at you guys and say, look, I'm not saying it's not the true way. I'm just saying it's possible. I'm just saying it's possible that Hey, I'm James with Century 21. Just wondering if you guys are thinking of selling the house.
No.
All right, that's it.
Okay,
Have a great day.
Bye.
Simple, fast, clean, quick, in and out. Ask the question, get out. Ride the wave, get off. Ride the wave, get off. That's how life is, man. It ebbs and it flows. But if there's one thing that you have to know today, you don't need to wait till Black Friday to shop. You don't need to wait till New Year's to change. You don't need permission. If I had sold $100 it's still not enough. Like, could Frederick, Ryan, hey, excuse me, I'm James with Century 21. Just wondering if you were thinking of selling your house.
This isn't my house, it's my daughter's house, and I know they're not thinking of selling.
All right, well, thank you for your time. You have a great day.
You too.
No, so must be do not knock on the door. Advice. So I just got to continue to create and share with you guys. But what I need you to do, I need you to go do it. I can't grow if you don't grow, and I can't prove the results if you don't get them. I'm getting my results. Are you? And I need you to succeed. Okay? So maybe I'd like to wait until you guys are successful. So you think I should do a Black Friday sale? I don't think so. He was talking the other day about like buying a bunch of turkeys and doing like this event where you give out turkeys. Right? There's talking about like getting a bunch of turkeys and doing an event where people show up and like you take all he's still deviating, they're leading you by content that does not serve you for 2019. That's why I keep beating it into you guys. Doorknock or cold call. Doorknock or cold call. Do not kid yourself in believing that anything else would be more important and advantageous at this time than door knocking and cold calling in lead generation. In January, you're going to pick up the phone and you're going to call people. God, what's going on with this thing? This is affecting the feed. It's going to be affecting your ability to become a massive listing machine in January. You want to be listing properties in January. You do not want to be cold calling in January. You will be. Much rather have you be I would much rather be going on listing appointments in January than cold calling looking for leads. So why wouldn't you use this last month, this last 30 days? Hey Siri, how many Mondays are left in the year? What? Hey Siri, how many more Wednesdays are left in 2018? No, Jesus, what kind of dumb answer is that? Hey Siri, how many days are left in the year? Hey Siri, how many days are left until January 1st? 42 days. 42 days. 42 days. Hi, I'm James with Century 21.
Hey, how's it going?
Good, how you doing?
Hey, good.
I'm just wondering if you guys are thinking of selling your house.
Yeah.
All right, well, thank you for your time.
All right,
You have a great day. Okay, so if there are 42 days left in the year, right? 6, 7. So if there's 42, we've got to take away 7. How many more Sundays? How many more Saturdays are left? So if there's 42, there's probably 20. 15. How many working days are left in the year? Hey Siri, how many working days are left in the year? I'm trying to do the math and I can't do it in my head. There's 42. Hey Siri, how many times does 7 go into 42? Hey Siri. 6 times 6, 36, 7 times 7, 49. So 3 times 36. So 6, 12. So there's 12 more. So if there's 41 days, that's 12. So there's probably only 29 days. And then you take away New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, 28, 27. And then you take away Thanksgiving, 26. And then you take away New Year's Eve, 25. So there are roughly 25 days left. Wow. 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 There are 25 days left for you to pick up the phone and call. There are 25 days left for you to Doorknock. There are 25 days left for you to get a listing. There are 25 days. Let's say we add another, let's say we add back Saturdays, Sundays. It's less than 30. It's just still, I think where you slice it, there are 30 days left of this year. I don't like that. 2018 is over. There's less than a month to work. How do you like that? How do you like them apples? This morning I went into my son and I was like, hey son, I want you to edit my video. Let's put together, he goes, because he's been asking me for days, Dad, can I work with you? Can I work with you? I'm like, all right. So I go in this morning, I'm like, here you go. Edit. He goes, what do you mean? I'm like, never mind. I don't know why I feel like I don't know why. Maybe because I know so much about stuff, like social media and creating content, that like when I ask someone to do something, I shouldn't have to teach them. I don't feel like I should have to teach anyone. Very low open rates right now. Very few people opening. Good one. What are you going to do today to alter the next 25, 30 days of your future, of your real estate game? How are you going to go out and do it? Are you door knocking right now, Ryan? Are you calling or knocking? That is the question you have to ask yourself. From 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. every weekday. Every weekday. From 9 a.m. Are you... Hi, I'm James with Century 21. Just wondering if you were thinking of selling your house.
Nope.
All right, well, thank you for your time.
Okay,
You have a great day.
you.
What are you supposed to be asking? You need to ask yourself a question. Like, go into your calendar right now and write this in your calendar. Ready? Write this in your calendar. 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. Prospecting. That's it, just one word. 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. Prospecting. That's awesome. 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. Prospecting. Just write it and then go into your calendar and then put repeat every day, Monday through Friday. Just schedule it now. Just schedule that event. This guy's got an old, like, what do they call T-Bone? Ford Model T. Is that what it is? Souped up Model T. And he's loud. I've seen it around town. Nobody likes it. So the old Model T Ford. That's good. So what are you doing? What does your calendar read right now? What does your calendar say? Your calendar needs to say something. Your calendar should read 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. Prospecting. Schedule it now. Make it a repeating event. I go, what about Thursday? What about Thursday? Thursday, Thanksgiving. Fine. Scroll to Thursday and select that event and hit delete. And your calendar is going to be like, well, what about the other events? No, just delete this one. You know, get off of the work from here, right? You get a, you get to be, you get to be off Thursday. Well, Friday, we were Friday? Door knocking. I'm telling you right now, if you're not door knocking from 9 a.m. to 8 p.m., that's view deleted message. I didn't mean to delete that message, by the way. I think this phone's still in the money. Even if I put a credit card in between the phone and put this big old card, it still taps the screen. So I have a feeling those the three other people in the group, they were blocked. How's my room so small? Please, hey, Ryan, you're in the new agents group. Share that. The four of you right now, if you're getting any value out of my sharing the wisdom as I walk and talk, go into whatever Facebook group you're part of. If you're part of the lead gen, scripts and objections, you're part of the whatever group you're a part of, go share it. It's live. He's live right now. It's almost like I don't want to be live anymore because, you know, if I was live 1 hour a day, more people would show up. I'm live 4 hours a day, less people show up. It's always the same group who get it, you know? The same group who get it, rather than the ones who don't get it. I think this guy has a dog. I'm looking at this fence line. There's a gate. And there's these little dog, like a little dog. Excuse me. I'm James with Century 21. Okay. Sorry. I'm James with Century 21. Just wondering if you were thinking of selling your house. No. All right. Congratulations. Have a great day. Thank you for your time. I want you guys to go into, hit the share button. And drag some other people in here, man. There's so many people on here right now. They ain't getting it. They ain't getting it. Let's save a few lives, man. Let's save a few lives. I want to drop strategies and techniques. But it seems like when I have, you know, so few people in the room, they're the people who have heard it. So it's almost like I'm just repeating. I want to get my message. I need to get my message out to the world. So, I mean, you guys are getting this free content, this free knowledge, and you don't have to pay for it. Imagine what value you're going to get when you do pay for it. You know, there's a lot of knowledge that you can't find online. And with you trying to give you guys the content. But what I'm doing here in this live platform is to share my struggle. You know, I'm here. I'm suffering. It's hot. It's hot, yeah. I'm looking at Grant Cardone's Cardone University, right? You go to Cardone U, and its products are like thousands of dollars. I want to say thousands of dollars. And it has nothing to do with real estate. Very little to do with the real estate business. You go to Cardone University, or you follow Gary Vaynerchuk, or you follow Tom Bilyeu, you know, all those big like YouTubers. You're following YouTubers to teach you how to sell real estate, or to expand your, you know, to expand your brand? You know how they're expanding their brand? By expanding their brand. All you're doing in like following these guys is expanding their brand. You're not doing anything for you. You're not doing anything for you. Are you ready to expand your brand? Are you ready to learn from someone who knows what they're doing? Now's the time. You got like 25 days left of the year. There's 25 days. Like working days of the year. You're not going to cold call because you don't know what to do. Then why not invest in yourself and learn? Learn from someone who's generating these. Man, it's crazy. It's simple. It's not easy. Just get out, ask the question, knock on the door, ask the question. If they don't open the door, leave your propaganda, keep walking. That's all I gotta say about that. I should probably start selling hats and like brochures. It's a reminder. Now, it's good that you listen to these content creators. It's good that you follow Cardone or Gary for motivation. But that's not going to get you the slices of knowledge that you need. All they talk about being the hunter, being the creator. Everybody teaches theory. They're all talking theory. What about the guys who are talking application? Do you want to be in the MMA? Do you want to be the Conor McGregor of real estate? To be the best you that you can be? Maybe because I'm talking to people who don't want to go all the way. Yeah, maybe that's the issue here. Maybe some of you don't want it. That would make perfectly good sense as to why I'm not so popular. Maybe nobody wants to work this hard. That would make perfectly good sense. Truth. Still spreading truth. The gospel. I just totally climbed up like a mountain tonight. For those of you who are there, I'm a glue. Bear with me, my content. I don't know how to undelete your message, by the way. It's weird. Let's do dance party. Hi, I'm wondering if you're thinking of selling your house. Thank you for your time. Do you ever get to a door and then when they close it, you think to yourself, they wish I was dead? I think that often. I think that all is dead. So, I've heard that I'm only halfway up this mountain and I'm already losing my mind. So here's my game plan is I'm just going to sit here in Doorknock and listen to the podcasts and my audiobooks. But not until the room gets to about 10 people will I exhaust because unless I have something to say. I force myself to like create, entertaining and engaging content. But at the loss of not getting to hear my audio sessions. So I have two choices. Either I don't broadcast this and you guys just forget it, right? You don't get to be here with me. Or I do broadcast it, but you just have to understand there's a reason I'm not talking. I'm listening to podcasts right here in my ear. And in many cases, I miss out on a lot of the dialogue. And it also distracts me from being able to concentrate. Hi, I'm James with Century 21.
Yeah.
Just wondering if you're thinking of selling your house.
I'm not.
All right, well, thanks for your time. You have a good day. So what if I changed my podcast to James Festini Show? I mean, because a lot of times my content. Hi. When they like. That should be the top. 29 go fuck. It's just the way it is. Did it with you. Week. So it's kind of like, where were you like 2 months ago? Just keep going. I realized I had a lead. I lost. Willing to lose. Losing leads. I'll give you guys off the top of my mind. Tell you that I miss, when we go and sharing, telling stories and creating like an audio journal. It's kind of exhausting right now. Whoa, I'm just glad I checked my... Yeah, good job on checking my calendar. I thought you were watching my back. Anyhow, I need you to text me his information. I can't get it right now. Are you available? James something. James something. James something. Oh, no, no, I got an appointment. Just give me his name. I need to confirm before you do anything. So I could look it up somewhere. Sorry. Huh? Mojo? Or you could, you know what? Let me check the calendar. The calendar might give me some. Kirkland. Let me see if I have his info right here. Yeah, there it is. I got it. Hopefully it's the right number. Hold on. Yeah, there it is. I got it. Hopefully it's the right number. Hold on. Hey, it's James Festini, Century 21. How you doing? Good. Okay. 2 o'clock should be fine. That'll be fine. All right. I'll see you then. Thanks. Bye. 2 o'clock. Okay. Yeah, it's kind of sketchy though, because like he doesn't want his wife there. So I don't know how that's going to play out, but I'm there to find out. I mean, he's definitely going to be selling. I just don't know how his wife's going to be involved. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, so can you lickety split, lickety clit? Yeah, I'm at the top of Deodar, so I'll be back soon. Mm-hmm. Dorinda. Damn it. I've got to knock the rest of the street. I have to knock the rest of the street. See, I'm not out cheating on you. Are you making me food or am I going to Chipotle? You know what, if I tell her I'm going to Chipotle, if I ask her for Chipotle, she won't let me have it, but if I tell her I'm going to Chipotle, I'm going to eat Chipotle. I'm going to go get a big fat burrito. So I'll say no. If I ask for permission to go to Chipotle, it won't let me, so I just go. I don't know what to do about this device. It almost blocked you again, Ryan. The magnetics. I think I've got to just. Hi, I'm James with Century 21.
Hi.
Just wondering if you were thinking of selling your house.
No.
Thank you for your time. You have a nice day. I'm able to multicast with the note. Curious. Can I watch video and broadcast? Can I watch video and broadcast? That would be interesting. You thinking of selling your house? Lady was on the phone. You want to sell your house? No. It's a nice house. And sounds like rich. Not very often I can see someone and be like, "You look like you got some money." Save. Okay. Home save. Not home save. Wonder if I could. Okay, what I have is which synchronizes with Mojo. Book synchronizes with Mojo with Facebook says, "Here's your friends. Care to ask?" I'm like, it's just like the ones that get a little bit closer friendly. Yeah, sure. I'm pushing my luck here by door knocking an hour and a half. I'm not gonna. Hi, I'm James with Century 21. Just wondering if you were thinking of selling your house.
No.
All right, well, thank you for your time. You have a nice day. I gotta get past these houses as fast as possible. I wonder if I could go into Spotio. I wonder if I could go to Amazon Prime Video. Could I watch a movie? Can I watch a movie while I stream? That'd be pretty interesting. Let's see. Will this stream? Watch now. Tell me what happens right now. Whoever's in the room, there's one person in the room. Tell me what happens right now when I stream Amazon. Because I'm able to split my note in half. And I'm able to... Because that would definitely... Have
you ever heard of the Romanovs? Of course. The Russian royal family.
Could you hear that? That... Ow! Oh my god, paper cut. Oh! Ow! I just totally freaking gave myself... You know what's crazy is this is the second paper cut in 2 days. No soliciting. Oh my gosh. Dude, that was the second paper cut I got. Oh my gosh. So could you hear that? Could you hear that? Could you guys hear that audio? Skip.
So this is Vulture Mine. Yeah.
Can you guys hear that? Because if you can't, that's very interesting. I could... What I would love is if I could multicast. So if I can cast, let's see if I can do a Facebook live stream. Let me see if I could do a live stream. Hi, I'm James with Century 21. Just wondering if you were thinking of selling your house.
Yeah, of course.
Is it on the market now? Anything maybe later down the road that you'd reconsider? All right, well, thank you for your time.
But you're brave.
I appreciate that. Well, thank you for your time, then.
Not like people, they just throw those cards.
No, I'm old school.
Yes,
So I'll go knock on the door.
different business.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate your time, though. And you have a wonderful day.
Thank you.
Take care. Okay, if I could, let's see if I can go into the new agents group. And then will it let me do a live, go live? Oh boy.